For those of you that haven't met me before, my name is Christy and I've been travelling for 3.5 years in my van Gypsy, and I just thought it would be good today to take you through some of the things that have really helped me on this van life journey. Some of them are essential in my eyes, some are just make my life easier. So yeah, let me take you through everything. I've got this beautiful outdoor setting today that I can work from and display all these magical items to you. So my first item is my one true love. This is my George Foreman grill. Sorry, working outside, I'm surrounded by flies and bees and birds. So the George Foreman grill comes in a couple of sizes. This one here is a smaller version and it's been super helpful for me. I have to admit, I'm not a big fan that it has the non-stick surface on the inside. I'm a little bit concerned about heating up chemicals on my food, but you can put baking paper in there, which, you know, would help protect your food and also make it easier to clean. So I can draw 1200 watts through my inverter, and this size George Foreman is 640 to 760 watt. So it doesn't draw a lot of power, but it can give you like nice crispy toast if you just want to like cook chicken or steak really quickly, because it's heating it from both sides, so it does heat it quicker than other items might. It does come with a little drip tray so that it doesn't leave a mess, and you've got like a little flip at the back, so it sort of keeps it on a bit of an angle while you're cooking, so that I think that's the idea of the George Foreman, is that, you know, all the fat drips away. Not that I'm worried about that. I think there's healthy fats in meats and things, but yeah, it's been an absolute lifesaver for me. I love my little George Foreman grill. I don't think I can ever come to part with it. I have bought a couple of them, so I do find with smaller appliances that I think it's the actual join here. They don't tend to make, you notice like with bigger appliances, they have like a chunky sort of plastic bit here on the cord which keeps it in place, whereas smaller appliances, they don't do that for some reason. So I do find with a lot of my smaller appliances, I am replacing them every couple of years. Yeah, if anyone's got any advice on how to sort of try and combat that, then that would be helpful. But yes, apart from that, my George Foreman grill, love it. So the second thing I can't do without is my little pop-up kettle, and I have replaced this once, so my first one lasted just over 2 years. And if any of you have seen my previous videos, you will know I can't function without my cup of tea in the morning. So I love this. It is only me in the van, so I generally fill it up to about, excuse me fly, to about here for my 1 cup of tea. I use it every day, and I use it for like if I want to do a foot soak or something like that. It does have a silicone centerpiece here, so you can pop it down for easier storage. I have to admit I don't do that, only because I figure the more moving parts and things, you know, the more likely it is to disintegrate. So I'm sure the silicone is fine, but I tend to just keep it popped up. Yeah, but I have seen other campers using these as well. So yes, Pop-Up is the brand, I think. That's what it's called. So the drawer on this one, it was 900 to 1100 watts. So as with any of these small appliances, you can only run one at a time, which is, well, with any appliance in my van, just because of my power setup. So that's fine, doesn't worry me. It's never caused a problem. So this here, you might be asking, what is that contraption? Tooenjoy is the brand, and what it is a step. So if you want to be able to get up onto your roof, and I think this works with most vehicles, to be honest. It was actually probably more relevant for me before I had the pod installed on my roof, because when I got the pod, I actually got a free ladder with the pod, and that ladder I've used quite a lot, so that's been helpful. But this is really good if you just want to have a look on top of your roof. So you can actually, you just sort of loop it into the side. There's like a little hook in your door jamb, and you hook it onto that, and it will sit like this, like that. And then you've got an extra step. So with the Toyota Hiace, What I used to do if I actually wanted to get onto the roof is I would step up onto that with one foot. I'd have the window down in my passenger seat and use the windowsill as a next step to get up onto my roof. Yeah, but if it's something where you're just looking to strap something into your roof or just have a look up there, then that's really handy. Now these are not an essential item, but I love them. So I bought these, they're sticky pads, double-sided sticky pads, and I'd seen another van lifer. Before I started, I was researching and they'd use these. So I got them, and I love to like pretty up my van. So I love having my Buddha statues in there, plants, things like that. So these are actually really great for holding things in place. I've never had one fail on me. Nothing that I have stuck down with these has ever moved. I think it says on the website that they are reusable, but I have to admit, whether it's just me being impatient and not doing it properly, I don't know, but they do tend to rip when I pull them up. So I had to pull a few out when I did my van renovation, and they still come off the surface fine, and they never leave a mark ever. So yeah, I highly recommend these if you're just looking if you want to have your pot plants or statues and things in your van, then yeah, they're really, really great. So these here have been super handy. Living in a Bubble is the brand. I'm pretty sure that they're Australian. So they're fly screens for my back door and my sliding side door. They're amazing for keeping out bugs. They're super easy to install. They've got little magnets in the edge of the fabric, and because the magnets are in fabric, they don't mark your vehicle. You just literally kind of throw it up there, tighten it up so that there's no gaps and holes. But the other thing is that it's been super helpful for shade as well. So sometimes when the sun comes over the side of my van and it's beaming right in that side door onto my laminate floor, I can hear you, bird. And the floor actually can get quite hot to stand on, and it heats up your van. So they're actually really great for shade as well. And the third reason why they're great is for privacy. So obviously when you live van life, you're out in the public eye all the time. So there's some days where, maybe I might be busy, doing work or whatever, and I just need that little bit more privacy. So you can put these up, still allows you all that airflow and, more feeling like you're still outside. So yeah, I don't think they were that expensive. It was a couple $100. They do make them, I think, for other vans as well. So yeah, I'd highly recommend grabbing a couple of these just to make your life more comfortable. So my final item, and the most important one, is from iTech World. Now, this is a portable jump starter for your vehicle, but it's so much more than that too. So I had someone suggest to me to get a portable jump starter, and I'm really glad that I did, because I have run my battery down a few times. So when I'm driving with my lights on, it's generally during the day, it's generally because it's been raining or it's overcast. And when it's like that, I'll tend to just stop the car and then just jump straight into the back cab rather than getting out of the car and going around. So when I do that, I'm not opening my side door, and therefore the car is not alerting me that my headlights are still on. So I may have run my battery down a few times doing that. So this has been a lifesaver for me, because it means that I don't have to rely on another vehicle to jumpstart my car. What you get in this pack is obviously the power pack itself, and I've got the JS60. So the JS60 is for my vehicle. There are different power packs for different vehicles. You might require a bigger power pack for yours, so just make sure you check that out on the website. I've got some black cockatoos, sorry, I'm not sure if you can hear them, but they're squawking in the background. It does have a number of different ports on the end here. So there is a USB-C port. Now that can be used, obviously, if you've got to keep this charged. So it's been a good reminder to me to charge this up at the moment, doing this video, because obviously when you don't have power, you need power to get power. So it comes with a 240 plug. So you would take your 240 plug, your USB-C port, plug it into there, and then you can charge your power pack up. It also comes with a cigarette lighter one as well. So that's a DC port on the other end, and you will plug it into there. It also has 2 USB ports as well. So these are all super handy to charge all your things with. So when I go hiking, it's so good because it means I can keep my phone charged and any of my other devices charged. It lasts for quite a while. So it has like quite a few purposes. It also comes with the charging cables. So you would obviously just connect these to your positive and negative on your battery. Then you would use this end to plug into the other end is where the port is for that. And it also has a torch as well. So it's super awesome. So when you charge, you plug all that into your battery, then you hold the button down and you wait for all the 4 little lights to come up green. Now, I think it says on the website, I have watched some videos and it does seem to work straight away, like you can start your car straight away. I have found that I need to wait 4 or 5 minutes. I'm sorry, those birds are really loud. I don't know if you can hear them with my microphone. So yes, I have had to wait 4 or 5 minutes before turning the car on, but yeah, super helpful. I can't recommend it highly enough. It's just a lot less hassle when you've got one of these too, because I've actually used this also to help other people. So it's a little bit of a palaver getting access to my engine. When someone near me needs a jump start, I like to be able to help, but it can just be a bit of a pain moving everything around to get access to it because my engine is obviously underneath the seats. So when I can, if it's compatible, I can use this instead. And if you have run all your power down in your van, like sometimes I'll run my house battery down. So your starter battery is the one that starts the vehicle and your house battery is the one in the back of the vehicle for all your camping stuff. So sometimes I've run that house battery down and I actually point to know I can't jump start that battery with this. I'm not sure if that's because it's a lithium battery. I think this is actually lithium. But yeah, for some reason it won't jump start that house battery. If anyone's got any comments on why that might be, please feel free to put them below. When I rang, I did ring someone about it at one stage and they said something about it that battery needs more of a continuous power source or something to jumpstart. Anyway, so when I need to jumpstart my house battery, I do it from the starter battery. I'm just going to read some of the stuff from their website on it. That's the technical stuff that I don't really know. So it's rated 1500 amps and can provide up to 30 jump starts from one single charge. That's a lot. The JS360 can jumpstart petrol vehicles up to 7 litres and diesels up to 4.5 litres. Utilising the inbuilt 1500 starting amps. Perfect for use on cars, boats, utes, four-wheel drives, camper vans, lawnmowers and everything in between. There you go. So it has a lot of benefits to it. I can't remember the price of it, but I'll link that below. And I just want to say as well, so it does come in this awesome sturdy carry case as well, but originally when I bought this a few years ago, it came in a sort of like a carry bag, and I did find that I had a few problems with the USB ports sort of being pushed in, but the support at iTech World was amazing. They were super helpful and they actually just sent me a new one and it came with the newer carry case, so that was amazing. So the support is really helpful. Yeah, so that's iTech World. I just strongly suggest getting one, even if you're not living van life, because it just makes life easier and it's so helpful just to have that spare charger there for your other items as well. And I think when I was saying before about the house battery, when that dies for me, then I don't have to worry about jump starting that straight away. If I need to charge other items while I don't have that power, then I've got this there. So yeah, you do need to remember to keep it charged. Now I'm going to go and do that now that I've done this video. Well, I hope you found this video really helpful. If you are interested in buying any of these products, there is links in the description of this video. And disclaimer, if you do purchase through those links, then I will make a small commission on the purchase as well, which does help the channel. So I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, if you've got any questions or comments, please put them below and have an amazing week.